Hey guys, Predzilla here. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are talking about some more Godzilla news. We have quite a bit for today, so jumping right into it, the first thing that we have for today is that we have new unconfirmed plot summary for the upcoming MonsterVerse film, which is going under, apparently, the working title Origins. This report is coming from, I believe, Production Weekly, which is the same source that has given us the other news for the upcoming MonsterVerse film. But there are some that are saying that they have sources from Legendary themselves that say that this is fake. So we'll just have to see if this is actually true or not. I mean, to be fair, I don't think that they would confirm something like this to be true like right away. They'd probably want it to be, like remain secret and whatnot. It could be something like that. Personally, I think it's fake, but that's just me. The summary says, the next feature film installment of the MonsterVerse franchise, following the film's larger-than-life monsters, and then prepares for their next battle against each other. Yeah, I don't think this is real. However, if it is real, what could it mean? The popular theory is that this is referring to Godzilla and Kong fighting again, which would then basically confirm this to be Godzilla vs. Kong 2, which I do not want. They have no reason to fight. They came to good terms at the end of Godzilla vs. Kong. Godzilla walked away to the ocean. Kong dropped the axe, and they had a mutual understanding of each other or whatever. Kong went to the Hollow Earth. Now is living happy. Everything is fine. There is no reason for them to fight again. But I will say that it doesn't state Godzilla or Kong specifically. So perhaps it could be referring to Kong and a different Titan, or Godzilla and a different Titan. Most likely Kong and a different Titan, because I think this is going to be a Kong film, and it's been heavily pointed to being a Kong film, so it's most likely going to be Kong related. But a counter to that is that it says their next battle with each other, which does hint towards Godzilla and Kong, because next would mean that they have fought before, and the only other Titans that I've fought, in film anyways, that are still alive are Godzilla and Kong, because 2014, Godzilla Mutos are dead, Kong Skull Island, Kong and those skull crawlers are dead, Godzilla King of the Monsters, Ghidorah is dead, Godzilla vs. Kong, the Warbats are dead, and Mechagodzilla is dead, and then Godzilla and Kong fought each other, and they're both alive. So it would have to be Godzilla and Kong, unless there's some other Titan that maybe Kong has fought that Kong's going to be fighting again, or maybe if it ends up being a Godzilla film, maybe we'll do Godzilla fighting a Titan that he's already fought before, which would basically just be continuing the ancient rivalry theme that they've been going with for the past two films, which I also would rather them not continue doing that, because it's just too consistent. Like, you gotta have to come up with something new. That's why I would rather them do something with a new current threat, like if Biollante was created and Godzilla had to deal with that, or Destroya was created and Godzilla and Kong had to deal with that. Though I don't want Destroya right now. I'd rather Destroya be a threat later on in the MonsterVerse. I feel like doing that would just be too soon. I want Destroya for like the finale of the MonsterVerse or whatever. But they could also bring in like maybe Gigan or something new. They could bring in something new, like a new Titan that we don't know that is trying to challenge Godzilla, I guess. Would most likely make sense for it to be trying to challenge Kong. Like, Kong is exploring the Hollow Earth and has to deal with the threats of the Hollow Earth, which could bring in new Titans. And I think, personally, it would be great to introduce Gorosaurus, although isn't a new Titan, it is just bringing back a classic kaiju. But I do believe 100% that would be so perfect for the MonsterVerse, but that's just me. On the other hand, the working title Origins is definitely interesting. It most likely has nothing to do with the film itself, but if it did, who knows what it means. Maybe it'll be looking back at the Titans' origins, like maybe the origins of the war between Godzilla and Kong, since they want to be hinting towards Godzilla and Kong fighting again. Or maybe it's the origins of Kong in some way, although we've already basically had that in the Rebirth of Kong comic, or whatever that comic is called, I can't remember. Or maybe it'll be like the origins of Godzilla, which I think would be really cool. But like I said, the working title most likely has nothing to do with the actual film itself, because it's the usual thing with working titles. Like, I think the working title for like King of the Monsters was like Revenant or something, and that obviously had nothing to do with the film. But we'll just have to wait till we have more information. So moving on, we have more information for the upcoming Monsters film, in that Adam Wingard is confirmed to be returning to direct this film, which I think is good, because I really liked Godzilla vs. Kong, but I do hope that there are some improvements, mainly in the human characters. I thought the human characters were pretty flawed in Godzilla vs. Kong. I thought Team Kong was alright, but Team Godzilla was pretty flawed. But also, we have Dan Stevens is set to be one of the leading roles of the film, which might be good. I really don't know. I have seen a few films that he's been in, but I do not recognize him. Like, I don't recognize which characters he's played, so I don't know if he's good or not. But I'm assuming that this is good news. But out of that, we have Matt Shakeman, I hope I said your last name right, is set to direct the first two films of the upcoming MonsterVerse series on Apple TV, or the Godzilla series, whatever you want to call it. And I just want to get out of the way that he is only directing the first 2 episodes, because I'm seeing reports everywhere saying that he is directing basically the entire series. Like, no, he's only directing 2 episodes of the series. The first 2 episodes, to be more specific. But I also heard that he's also a executive producer, so he will be working on the series a bit more than just 2 episodes. But I don't know if that information is official. But I do know 100% that he is working on the first 2 episodes. Only the first 2, alright? So don't get it confused. Other people are working on the other episodes, which is the usual thing for shows. But Matt has also worked on popular shows such as WandaVision and Game of Thrones, so that is very good. And I am definitely going to be looking forward to this. But that all depends on if the concept for the series is something that I like. I mean, from what we know so far, it's a family figuring out what their connections to Monarch are, and supposedly it's supposed to be taking place after 2014, which means we will not be seeing a lot of Titans, which might be fine. I don't know, I do want to see Titans, but if we do see Titans, then it wouldn't really be holding the continuity too much of the MonsterVerse, because, well, mainly Godzilla, because after 2014, only thing that happens is Godzilla fighting Muto Prime, and then that's it. We don't see Godzilla until King of the Monsters. But there's no saying that we won't see, like, dormant Titans, like some Titans that we haven't seen before that are just sleeping and we can see them in an outpost or something. Maybe it'll be the new Titan that was revealed in the Call of Duty Monsterverse crossover, which I did miss out reporting, unfortunately. But there was a new Titan that was revealed that no one knows who it is. There are some theories that it might be Anguirus. The first time I seen it, I personally thought it was Methuselah, but there are some that say that it might be Space Godzilla, and I can get behind that because looking at its like dorsal fins, they do look pretty crystallized, and it does look like it has like the shoulder crystals and the kind of like crown that Space Godzilla has, though it looks not like Godzilla at all, like the body shape and whatnot. So there's no really saying for sure, but we'll just have to see. Next we have Project Nemesis, a kaiju graphic novel, is getting a series adaptation. I do know of this series. I've never read any of the graphic novels, but I do know of this, so I am interested in it. I believe it's like the main character of the series can turn into like a kaiju or something. It is unknown if this is live action or anime. I'm thinking that it's going to be anime because that just makes the most sense. And this is going to be made by the John Wick director, which is good news. It's good to know that this is in very good hands because the John Wick films are amazing. But I'm definitely interested to see where this is going to go and how it's going to go and if it's going to be a good adaptation. It'll probably be on like HBO Max or Prime Video, and if not any of those, maybe Netflix. But I don't know, Netflix has been going on a downhill for the past couple of weeks, so probably not. But we also have a new kaiju anime series called KJ File from director, probably going to pronounce his name wrong, Akira Fanada. I have no clue who that is. The name doesn't sound familiar, and I looked up who they were, and it doesn't look like they've made much, so don't know if that is good or bad. This is said to release in Japan in July, and there's no saying if there's going to be a US release, but maybe it will have a US release. It'll probably like release on Crunchyroll or something, so I don't know. Only thing that's maybe interested in this is like the one kaiju that we've seen. It's kind of like a bony looking kaiju. I think it looks pretty cool. That's the only thing that I've found interesting about this series so far. Like I literally know nothing about it. So once we have more information and whatnot, I'll decide if I'm interested or not. And next we have a new Shin Japan Heroes Universe pop-up gallery that is currently being held in Tokyo, Japan, and features artwork, visuals, and exclusive merch. It takes place until August 1st. This does confirmed, as I already knew, that the Shin Japan Heroes universe is just a merchandise event, just like a collab between these franchises, the Shin Godzilla, Shin Ultraman, Evangelion, and Shin Kamen Rider. Just one big collab, and that's literally it. There's nothing big to it. There's no big film or anything that is going to be going on with all of these, as I discussed before when this was like revealed. But I do want to mention that there was technically a Shin Godzilla and Shin Ultraman crossover in the new Shin Ultraman film, and this is kind of a spoiler, but it's been officially revealed and whatnot, so it's not really a spoiler. And what I'm talking about is Shin Gomez, which is in the beginning of the film. There's like the intro of the film. Like the intro of the film was uploaded on YouTube, and like the first kaiju that we see is Shin Gomez, which literally is just Shin Godzilla with like a bunch of new features. Like it has like new chest, some new features on the face, larger arms, like something different on the tail, and like different spikes on it as well. So it's definitely interesting, and this is a definite callback to the original Gomez design from the Ultraman 66 series, and maybe some other Gomez designs as well. I don't know if any of the other Gomez designs look like the 1966 version, but that version was literally a Godzilla suit with like different parts put onto it. So this is just like a cameo to that, and also a cameo to Shin Godzilla. So I think that is pretty cool. But Shin Gomez is significantly smaller and significantly weaker than Shin Godzilla. But I do think that was pretty cool. The last thing that we have for today, and it is pretty old, but I do want to mention it anyways, is that we had a Godzilla escape room that was revealed recently. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because there was a new Godzilla design revealed with this escape room, which has heavy Heisei era vibes and does look pretty cool, but there's nothing really crazy to say about it. It's just I just wanted to mention it in case anyone didn't know, and just to give my thoughts on it. You know, I think it looks pretty cool. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.